we're gonna do a driving video. This maybe looks like a mess right now because we're still in Patong, but we're gonna be going towards Phuket City, and we're gonna be going into the mountains and lots of curvy roads, and it should be pretty cool. Last time I did it, I was filming and it was at nighttime, but now you can see it in the daytime. And yeah, Patong is the beach area, the most popular tourist area, and then Phuket City is the city itself. So I won't film all the way to the city, but I'll film going that direction for a while. Okay, we're in Phuket and we're going to be filming and showing you lots of video footage, so just keep checking it out. And what else can I say about that? Like, subscribe, and make some comments below. Yeah! Okay, so here we are in Patong. There's a Buddhist temple. Pretty nice to see that. I always like to see that in Thailand. Okay, so now we're going to be coming into the mountains part to get out of Patong. Lots of billboards right there. And I'm going to keep the camera straight. I could actually take it to left and right, but sometimes it'll have kind of a dizzying effect for a viewer, especially when I'm driving, because there's a lot of stuff that's happening to left and right all the time. And as you can see, I'll also just comment about the driving. So it's kind of hard to stay in your lane in these, how curvy the roads are. So that's actually, a lot of people will talk, not a lot of people, but all over the internet, they'll say that the fatality rate is really high in Phuket. And they usually say it's because of Thai drivers, and Thai drivers can be quite bad, especially the ones that are involved in the tourist industry. They seem to drive recklessly, but I don't really notice that with that many cars. I mean, now that I'm driving in Thailand, I don't really see that as the problem. That's what I hear is a problem, and it feels that way when you're a tourist and you're in their vehicles, but most Thais don't drive reckless like that, just the ones that are driving passengers around, sadly enough. But what I do notice with these roads is that, see that motorcycle? That's probably a tourist, because it's a really nice bike for one, and the way they're driving so fast and recklessly, I think that's what creates the fatality rates. So I don't know if Thai people they probably do die as well, definitely, 100%, but I think some of the foreign tourists, they drive fast, and they're kind of enjoying being on a bike, and there's this kind of sense of, like, I don't know, invincibility, traveling and not working while you're on a little holiday and having a fast bike. But anyways, you can kind of see where these roads can, like that 2-lane just turn into a 1-lane, but there's a lot of traffic, and there's construction, there's some motorbikes, there's tourists, and there's a lot of curves everywhere. So I think that combination of all the other factors are probably what more does it to the supposedly high fatality rate. I'm not saying supposedly as in that I'm doubting the statistics, but I'm just saying that I'm not a statistician to know 100% exactly what they could be debatable. I just have no idea. Because sometimes people will pinpoint the popular place and say that that's the highest, and that's could be true with the tourists and the popularity. A lot of people that are unfamiliar with the roads driving around, so yeah, that's possible as well. But that's that's more likely than that Thai people are bad drivers. I'm not saying that they are good, but I have seen a lot of good drivers since I've been driving around Phuket the last couple of weeks. Okay, let's get off that topic and let's talk about scenery. I just see that vehicle just crossed into the yellow lane, so we kind of are in a narrow lane anyways, and they got 2 lanes, but they're driving pretty fast over on that side for how slow I'm driving when I'm going. Oddly enough, I feel like I'm going slower driving down, and they're going fast going up. But I guess maybe they're kind of coming up on a stretch. Okay, so anyways, I can't see what this guy does. snuck in there. I'll kind of also tell you about how the driving goes here. Generally speaking, the cars stay in the right lane and the bikes stay in the left lane, and you can see the bikes to the left lane and the cars in the right lane. And one of the catches though is that I can be in this car in the right lane, and all of a sudden this right lane will turn into a right turning lane, and I don't want to turn right. So sometimes that happens, and then that'll be kind of a mess. But in general, I notice if I'm in the left lane, then I'm kind of at the whims of all kinds of stuff, because that's where people might park way over to the left, like that taxi right there. So that there's a dog in the road, and there's a taxi over there, and there's another white silver car that's parked kind of funny. So what happens is you can't really stay on the left very well. And there was a little small bike lane in the left back there a minute ago. But okay, Phuket City is 9 kilometers away. Oh, here's one of those right turn lanes that I was talking about. So suddenly you're driving and suddenly there's a right turn lane that you don't expect, so I have to go in the middle. And then yeah, in the left lane you always have vehicles that park in those spots. So those are some of the challenges to driving. Now that we're here, I'll kind of slowly move around. There's a gas station over there. KFC with a drive-through, huh? Drive-through. I never go to KFC, but I haven't seen that many drive-throughs in a long time. I live in Macau, which has no drive-through restaurants at all. So just seeing one here is kind of interesting. And I had drive in Macau as well. If you're not familiar with my channel, I live in Macau. I have lots of film footage from Macau, driving as well, mostly walking though. Oh, that's the other thing about Phuket too. The lights are long, so I can still see the red, but sometimes they'll be up for a whole minute. So so we'll probably be turning any second. There we go. We're turning now, green. The light is turning. I mean, we're not going to turn. We're going to go straight. As long as these cars ahead of us start going straight. Come on. So we're going to lose some vehicles to the right. They might be going to Robai, maybe. I'll keep the camera going for a while. But yeah, now you can see how the 2 lanes is now 1 lane again. So suddenly, you know, we're on this pretty nice roads, and then suddenly it's like this is where it gets to be messy, right? So you can see this little dash line that's faded and almost out. Like that dash line divides the 2 lanes, but a lot of these cars in the right lane will fade into the left lane, like that white van. Looks like he's gonna change lanes entirely now. But the truck ahead of him is kind of using both lanes a little bit, stuff like that. The nice thing about once you get over those mountains is it's kind of flat. I don't know if that's nice. I like the mountains, but I think the fatality rate is probably more in the mountains, probably. Cruising along. You also get to see a little bit of what Thailand looks like, or Phuket looks like when you're driving just in the middle of the island, because we're basically, or peninsula, we're kind of in the middle now. There's a big mountain for a big Buddha, and I can look down on both sides, and I can see both coasts when you walk around there of the peninsula of Phuket. It's pretty interesting, because when you're driving it feels kind of long, because I'll look at the kilometers, and the kilometers looks pretty reasonable, but then with the traffic and the way the roads are set up and the tourism and the mountains, those cars are going to do a U-turn right there. But those combinations of stuff, it takes a lot longer. So I think, like, for example, Patong to Phuket is not that many kilometers. I think I saw a sign back there that said 7, and that was a few kilometers back already. So it's like not too far away. But on the same map, it'll say, like, you know, 25 minutes. Phuket Villa. Kind of curious what those condos would be in places like that. Okay, here's another spot where it looks like we're gonna oh, we could go straight. Keep going straight. Ooh, there's some sculptures there. I was just thinking about that with we got 115 seconds. I was just thinking about that with let's just kind of look around a little bit. Kind of looks like a cool corner store. Wonder how you can stop and park in there though. But yeah, I was just thinking about, like, in Bangkok I'll see a lot of artists that do the Buddhist sculptures, and that's nice to see it right there in that spot. I got a white vehicle over here, so it looks like we got 86 seconds, so I'm going to turn off the camera for a little bit. Okay, we're driving again. I'm going to wait for quite a long time at that light. It's like 112 seconds or something like that. Or it had a 112, yeah, 112 seconds, I guess. I think it counts down to 60 though, so it's 80 seconds or something, but still, it's a long time to have a camera running and not have anything going on. Anyways, continue with our, there's gas prices there. If you're curious, it's all in liters. So if you're thinking liters, it's a little bit harder, but this is a pretty small car, and it costs about $50 American, or about $40 American to fill it up. So I don't know, that's probably about the same as it is everywhere. I have no idea. I haven't lived in America for a long time, but when I'm in Macau, it's about 400 Macau patakas, which is about $50 American to fill up a car. And it feels like here it's maybe it's about the same. It's about 1,600 baht, and it's about 3,400 baht is $100. So it's about almost $50, I think. This car is probably, I have a kind of an economical car in Macau as well, but this one's also economical, and I think this is a little bit smaller than that one, so it's probably about the same. We got some nice road here. So anyways, I think I won't go too much further with the camera anyways. But I'm always curious what's around the corner, so I'll just keep it on a little bit longer and just see if it kind of stays to be the same kind of stuff, or if it changes quite a bit. If it stays the same, I'll just turn it off. But we'll just go around the corner a little bit. Looks like we're going to see some more businesses here. So you had a little spot of kind of nature there. I think we're going to be coming up near the Central Festival Mall pretty soon. Oh yes, 2 kilometers away. Central Festival Mall. So yeah, we're kind of in that area. So this is a little bit of a more suburban feel to it. And I did kind of want you to see this kind of stuff. There's a big Lotus store right over there, and they have KFC and MK and McDonald's. So they got some fast food there. I probably should check out one of those places maybe later today. I'll possibly will bring the camera in there. There's a motor scooter there. Let's see how they merge in. Actually, right now I'm gonna yeah, today's a pretty hot day, so it's a good kind of a driving day right now because it's about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Some more interesting stuff up ahead if you want to kind of see like the suburban side of Phuket. Oh my, 1 kilometer. Oh no, we got another light, 59 seconds. This could be an okay light though, because there's a lot of interesting stuff around here. Okay, so there's some suburban stuff over there. Suburban stuff over there. I think I'm just gonna close it. Bangkok Hospital over there. Yeah, we'll just close it right there. 31 seconds. I think that's enough. So you kind of got an idea. You get to see a little bit of driving in Phuket. Kind of going towards the suburban part of Phuket City, which I think is enough because it's going to be like the same way. Kind of the same. Oh, I got 15 seconds. It's going to be kind of the same until we get into Phuket City. And I have filmed in there before. And then it gets really kind of colonial and beautiful and ideal for walking around. Not so good for filming driving because it's so cool that you want to walk and catch the detail. But since I caught that light, I'm just going to go ahead a little bit further with the camera. just to kind of see what this little complex of businesses are all about, and then I'll turn it off once we get to the other side, or if we continue to just see the same kind of stuff. A little bit of a side view for you. Got another light yet again. Or no, you don't have a light. Traffic is kind of turning to the left and right at the moment. So what I mean by that is I have a single lane and everybody is trying to turn somewhere or another, so they kind of stop with the traffic moving. I'll stick with the side view a little bit because at least you kind of see what some of the infrastructure and businesses and stuff like that looks like. In front of me it's basically just cars all lined up, slowly moving. As a side, I really like these kind of styles of apartments. These like the fact they have like balconies up on the second story like that. I've always kind of like that kind of thing. In Thailand there's a lot of it. I have stayed in one of those before. It was in
200 meters, turn right.
200 meters, turn right. Okay. Yeah, when I've actually stayed in one of those, it was not quite as cool as I thought. It looks really cool, but the windows are actually kind of small and the balcony is kind of small, so you don't actually go up there that often. And when you do go up there, you're kind of highlighted. Everybody sees you pretty quickly and easily. Anyways, I'm gonna end it right there. I think this is a good ending spot. Okay, so here's kind of the colonial part of Phuket. You can see kind of cool architecture everywhere. And I think I will try to drive it a little bit and show it like maybe on the side a little bit. Anyways, we're in downtown Phuket.
Turn right.
You're gonna hear a little bit of that because I'm also having myself led somewhere, so okay. See more of this beautiful city from inside a car. Whoa, look at that cool one. Alright, so it says we gotta turn right, so we're gonna turn right and see what we can see around here. I have walked around it and filmed a little bit. I guess I can go now.
In 200 meters, turn right.
So we're getting a little bit of a taste of downtown
Turn
Thailand.
right, then turn right.
Okay. Right again, eh? Pretty cool architecture and stuff everywhere. Okay, so we're kind of at the whims of different things. I think the city is much better for driving though, so I'm gonna just end it right there. Alright, so you've been seeing lots of stuff about Phuket in Thailand. I'm going to keep on filming, so just keep on watching the channel. Alright, let's go check it out. I'm going to go over there and go to that side.